When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road in this highly ranked. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends. The Canes about to kick it away and get this season started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. And here it comes for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either, David.
No, it's crazy, and that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. Everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a lot to ask of a freshman.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They bring the punter onto the field now. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. So Miami's offense will get the ball for the first time. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make it? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
And the Hurricanes play. Back to throw, it's back. Here's the pressure. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Caught over the middle, it's Daniels. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. And the Canes decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And you couldn't ask for much more than that. A perfectly placed punt pins them inside the 5. They'll start this drive going to the air, trying to escape and get it himself. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. Backed up at the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And the quick shuffle pass. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's locked. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They're facing a 3rd down. From the gun. Wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Yeah, and the quarterback didn't have a chance. I mean, when you get to the QB that fast, Jesse, you're still processing information, for goodness sakes.
And you're getting to the sideline whenever this drive is over. You're asking for help from your offensive coordinator. You're asking, hey, can we slide our offensive line and help out blocking this guy? Can I get a tight end to stay in? Maybe get a chip on this dude, because I'm not feeling too comfortable right now back there knowing that we're trying to only block him with one guy.
He will not make a fair catch. Field it, punt, and bring it back. Bottled him up. Not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Back to throw, it's Beck. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. That kind of play is just vintage Hurricane receiver play.
I mean, big-time playmakers on the outside. The list is long for Miami, but finding those elite speedsters down in the state of Florida, it's not a hard job.
Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Hurricane!
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Florida State was able to come away with the victory, but it was this one lacked style points. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Looking for a crease. It's Love. Shoots through that hole and picks up 5. He's out to the 11. Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on 3rd down. To throw, it's Carr. Rushes on him. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll return it from the 50. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He leaves it with his back. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Punt is on its way. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the shotgun, the inside give. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signaled for a 2-minute timeout. Ball's on the 16, and they need 6 on second down. Now the play fake. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Makes the catch. It's Pauly. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catch is signaled for and made. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going over the top. Caught at the 25. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a space. Quickly complete. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. The Hurricanes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. It in. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, King!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do. And they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through. It didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Carr. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point, they know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Takes a handoff. It's Love. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Irish send out the punt unit. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. Looking downfield on first down. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. The sure hands, it's Daniels. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Coral Gables, sign me up for another half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the shadows of South Beach.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking for a man. It's Beck. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. So now it's second and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Under fire. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. When you play backer in Miami, you got to bring some of that vintage Cane attitude.
The attitude, the physicality, the dislike for people. That's what you need at the linebacker spot. Miami's found a few of those guys over the years.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Wants to go up top. Makes the pass. He's got it. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Marcus Freeman added another chapter to the year 3 success stories of Notre Dame coaches, taking the Irish to the national championship game, and he looks like a cornerstone coach for the future.
It was so impressive what they were able to do, bouncing back from an early season loss against Northern Illinois when everybody counted them out. He's done an outstanding job recruiting. He's got a great coaching staff. This team is built and ready to make another run.
Yeah, he's got superstar written all over him. He has the next coach to break that ceiling and win a title. Just recruiting up, belief up, discipline up. Notre Dame looks like a national championship contender.
They'll try to run for it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wants to throw. It's back. Safe completion on the screen. Still on his feet at the 40. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward. He's got a very, very big shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the key for Miami's success.
The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. They just keep firing. On top. Have the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. He's looking to pass. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field. When I run that post route, QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, we don't get a ton of top 5 matchups, so let's check out how today's Rumble played out. Ohio State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Columbus. A top 5 clash and a thoroughly impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Quarterback on the keeper. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass, it's Carr. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Looking for room at the 40. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Working that left side now. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Looks as if he's going to run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. They want to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's locked. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
PAT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So it's an 80-yard drive. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on that.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Got it in the middle. It's Bauman. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Beck. He's got him. Wide open spaces. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. From the gun, running back gets the give. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And this one splits the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
He'll bring it out. It's Payne. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Hunt is on its way. Makes the catch right at the 50. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the